Did you know? A seemingly simple act like masturbation after the age of 60 could directly impact your prostate, either in an incredibly positive way or a surprisingly dangerous one. Welcome to Life in Words, where we talk about the truths few dare to say out loud, but everyone needs to hear to live healthier and longer. If you're over 60 or you care about your prostate health, don't take your eyes off this video. There are so many myths around masturbation in old age. Some say it's beneficial, others claim it's harmful, and some believe it's just unnecessary. But what really happens inside your body every time you ejaculate? Could it actually help you live longer, or is it silently weakening your prostate year after year? In today's video, you'll discover 6 important changes that happen to the prostate when a man masturbates after 60. These changes can either improve your health or, if misunderstood, lead to painful urination, sleepless nights, and even serious complications. You'll hear real stories, like Mr. William, 75, who faced the threat of prostate cancer due to a misunderstanding, and Mr. Henry, 70, who managed to reduce his urgency to urinate and finally sleep better after years of insomnia, all by adjusting how often he masturbated. Stay until the end, because the final part will help you recognize when it's time to see a doctor and how to make masturbation a healthy part of your senior lifestyle. If this is your first time on Life in Words, don't forget to subscribe, because small things you learn today could be the secret to long life tomorrow. Here's a little-known truth. Regular ejaculation after age 60 can significantly reduce your risk of developing prostate cancer. Yes, you heard that right. A long-term study from Harvard University followed thousands of men over 18 years, and the results were stunning. Men who ejaculated 21 times or more per month had a 33% lower risk of developing prostate cancer compared to those who were less sexually active. The question is, why does this have such a powerful impact? The answer lies in how your body works. The prostate isn't just part of your reproductive system. It acts like a filtering station, collecting gland fluids, leftover hormones, and even small amounts of toxins. If these build up over time, they can cause inflammation, blockages, and create an environment where abnormal cells might grow. Every time you ejaculate, your prostate gets a flush, helping remove those substances from the body. Think of it like running water through a pipe to keep it clean. Simple? Yes. Effective? Extremely, as long as it's done consistently. Let me tell you a story. David, 74, lost both his father and brother to prostate cancer. Knowing he was at high risk, he didn't just wait around. He changed his entire lifestyle, eating clean, exercising gently every day, and maintaining a healthy sexual routine suitable for his age. Nothing extreme. He just made sure his body had a regular release every week. The result? His test results remained stable, and his doctor praised him for taking charge of his own health. You see, ejaculation isn't something shameful or unnecessary in old age. In fact, it can be part of a smart strategy to protect your prostate and overall health. Of course, it's not the only solution, but when combined with good nutrition, movement, and rest, it can be a silent weapon against disease. If you're still watching this far, I have a question for you. Have you ever heard about the Harvard study on ejaculation and prostate cancer? If yes, comment yes. If this is the first time you're hearing it, comment first time. I really want to know how many people have actually heard such important information. Stick around, because in the next 5 parts, we'll reveal more surprising ways masturbation affects the prostate that your doctor might never have told you. Many men over 60 often experience discomfort in the lower abdomen, frequent nighttime urination, or an unsatisfying need to urinate without understanding why. Here's something you might have never been told. Mild blockage in the prostate could be the silent culprit behind all these troubles. The good news is, one of the simplest ways to ease this condition lies within your own body. Yes, we're talking about regular ejaculation. Think of the prostate as a small pouch that stores fluid. When you go for long periods without ejaculating, these fluids, along with dead cells and excess hormones, can build up, creating internal pressure in the gland. The result? A sense of heaviness, discomfort in the lower belly, frequent urges to urinate, especially at night. That's exactly what happened to Mr. Steven, a 72-year-old retired history teacher living in Minnesota. For months, he felt weighed down, waking up 2 to 3 times each night to use the bathroom. He thought it was just part of aging, or maybe from drinking too much water. But during a routine checkup, his urologist suggested he try ejaculating more regularly and monitor how his body responded. At first, Steven was hesitant, but after a few weeks, the results surprised him. Less nighttime urination, a more relaxed lower abdomen, and an overall lighter mood. No medication, no surgery, just listening to his body and responding to it wisely. You see, sometimes the body just needs a gentle nudge to heal itself. Ejaculation isn't merely a physical release, it's a natural pressure valve for the prostate. Of course, if you continue to feel pain or lingering discomfort even after ejaculating, it might be a sign of chronic inflammation or an enlarged prostate, and you should seek medical advice promptly. But in many cases, this simple act has helped thousands of older men feel better each day. Let me ask you this. Have you ever noticed a connection between not ejaculating regularly and feeling discomfort in your lower abdomen? If yes, comment, "Yes, I have." If not, comment, "Never noticed." Your honest answers could help many others watching this video. And stay tuned. There are still 4 more vital changes you absolutely shouldn't miss, especially how hormones shift after each time you masturbate. How does that affect your vitality and emotions? Let's dive in. We often think of masturbation as something that only impacts the body physically, but in fact, it sets off a delicate chain reaction in your hormones, especially for men over 60. Understanding this is the key to maintaining lasting health and balance. After each ejaculation, testosterone, the key hormone responsible for energy, libido, and muscle mass, typically drops slightly for a short time. In younger men, this dip is barely noticeable. But for older men, where hormone levels are already declining due to age, this drop can lead to fatigue, a lack of energy, or even a reduced sex drive for a few days. However, it's not all bad news. Regular masturbation has also been shown to lower levels of DHT, a powerful form of testosterone linked directly to the growth of benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH. Lowering DHT can help slow prostate enlargement, improve urination, and reduce the need for medication. Mr. Mark, a 68-year-old from Arizona, is a clear example. After struggling with prolonged fatigue and a waning sex drive, he began paying closer attention to his ejaculation habits. Instead of being too frequent or too infrequent, he set a steady rhythm that worked for his body, combined it with a zinc and omega-3 rich diet, and started doing light morning exercises. After 3 months, he noticed a big difference. "I no longer feel like a car running out of gas after ejaculation. In fact, my body recovers faster, and my mood feels more stable." This proves that masturbation isn't a bad thing. It just needs to be done mindfully and in tune with your body's current state. More importantly, you should observe your body's response after each ejaculation. Do you feel drained, trouble sleeping, or increased anxiety? If so, your hormones might be out of balance and may need adjusting. What's your take on hormone shifts after 60? If you've ever felt tired after masturbation, comment, "I've felt it." If you've never noticed anything, comment, "Not sure." Your honest responses will help our community grow stronger and more supportive. Now let's move on to the fourth change, something most people never consider: the blood flow to the prostate each time you become aroused. Sounds like a good thing, right? But what happens if you're already dealing with inflammation or an enlarged prostate? Let's find out. Every time the body enters a state of sexual arousal, something remarkable happens internally, though few people notice it. Blood flow to the pelvic region, especially to the prostate, increases significantly. This surge of blood brings oxygen, nutrients, and essential compounds that help the prostate function more effectively, like a gentle rain nourishing a thirsty garden. This is why, when done in moderation and with proper understanding, masturbation can be seen as a form of light exercise for the prostate. Good blood circulation reduces the risk of inflammation, supports tissue recovery, and may even help maintain long-term sexual health. But there's always a but. This isn't true for everyone. Mr. Thomas, 74, a retired physical education teacher from Michigan, shared that after each time he masturbated, he often felt a dull ache in his lower abdomen and an uncomfortable sensation that lingered for hours. At first, he chalked it up to aging, but a visit to his doctor revealed he had mild prostatitis, a common condition among older men. His doctor's advice was simple but effective: reduce ejaculation frequency, adopt an anti-inflammatory diet, and practice pelvic relaxation exercises. Within weeks, his symptoms noticeably improved. "I didn't have to give it up," he chuckled. "I just needed to understand my body better." Mr. Thomas's story highlights an important lesson. Listening to your body is never a waste. If you feel pain, pressure, or fatigue after masturbation, don't brush it off. It may be your body's way of asking for gentler care. What about you? Have you ever experienced mild discomfort after ejaculation? If so, comment, "a bit uncomfortable." If not, comment, "all good." Your small share might just help someone else notice something they've been overlooking. In the next section, we'll explore another surprising effect: why you might feel the urge to urinate or notice a weaker stream after masturbation. The answer lies in a hidden biological mechanism that few are aware of. One of the most common post-ejaculation puzzles for older men is urination. Many have said, "I feel the urge to pee right away, but the stream is weak and intermittent." Sound familiar? There's a clear biological reason behind this phenomenon. During ejaculation, the body coordinates between two systems, reproductive and urinary. To prevent a traffic jam, a set of muscles called the internal sphincter at the base of the bladder contracts to block urine flow during ejaculation. Afterward, it relaxes to restore normal function. However, in men over 60, especially those with mild prostate enlargement, BPH, this handoff doesn't go as smoothly as it used to. This can lead to sudden urgency, a weak stream, or even dribbling after ejaculation. While it's not typically a sign of serious illness, it is something to pay attention to. It may indicate early signs of prostate or bladder issues. Mr. Stephen, 70, a retired railway engineer in Canada, noticed changes in his urination after masturbation. At first, he thought he was just dehydrated, but after a frustrating episode where it took nearly 30 minutes to urinate, he saw a urologist. The diagnosis: mild prostate enlargement, nothing requiring medication yet. The doctor advised him to manage his fluid intake, drink enough during the day but avoid fluids before bedtime, cut back on caffeine, and maintain a balanced ejaculation frequency. After a month, things improved significantly. "It's like maintaining a machine," he said with a grin. "Just take care of it properly, and everything runs smoothly again." So, if you notice changes in your urine stream after masturbation, don't ignore them. It's your body asking for your attention. Have you ever experienced weak or incomplete urination after ejaculation? If yes, comment yes. If not, comment no. We'd love to hear your story, not just to understand you better, but to help others learn from your experience too. Next, we'll dive into something few expect: how masturbation affects your circulatory system and heart health. Is it beneficial or harmful? The answer might surprise you. You've probably heard that masturbation is a form of light exercise, and that's not wrong. In fact, every time you reach climax, your body goes through a series of powerful physiological responses. Your heart rate increases, blood vessels dilate, and blood flow improves throughout the body. This can enhance circulation, support heart health, and bring an overall sense of well-being, much like taking a brisk walk or practicing deep breathing. However, if you're over 60 and have a history of heart disease or high blood pressure, it's important to be more cautious. A rapid spike in heart rate can sometimes trigger unusual responses in a circulatory system that's more sensitive with age. Mr. Allen, 73, who lives in the English countryside, shared that after masturbating, he sometimes felt lightheaded. His heart would race, and he'd need to lie down. At first, he thought it was just aging, but after nearly falling one day from standing up too quickly, his wife insisted he see a doctor. The diagnosis: mild post-ejaculation hypotension, low blood pressure after climax, caused by skipping meals, low water intake, and masturbating while already tired. Together, they made some simple lifestyle changes: eating on schedule, adding potassium and magnesium-rich foods, and only masturbating in the morning, when his body was fresh and alert. 2 weeks later, the dizziness disappeared. Allen laughed. "Now I run like a well-oiled machine." His story shows that masturbation isn't bad. In fact, it can benefit your circulation, so long as you do it when your body and mind are in the right state. If you've ever felt dizzy, had a rapid heartbeat, or felt exhausted after masturbation, comment "I have" below. If you always feel fine and refreshed, comment "all good." Every comment helps others feel less alone in their experiences. In the next part, we'll recap 6 important changes you should know, and what to do if you want to keep your prostate healthy well into your 90s. So far, we've explored 6 important changes that masturbation can bring to the prostate, especially in men over 60. While everyone's body reacts differently, understanding the science and listening to your body can help you stay in control of your prostate health. Let's review the key takeaways. 1. Reduced risk of prostate cancer. Regular ejaculation may help flush out toxins and excess hormones, potentially lowering cancer risk. 2. Relief from temporary prostate congestion. Masturbation clears out built-up fluids, reducing pressure and discomfort in the lower abdomen. 3. Hormonal balance changes. Ejaculation can affect testosterone levels, but when done in moderation, it helps you maintain energy and well-being. 4. Improved blood flow to the prostate. Sexual arousal increases oxygen supply to this organ, supporting sexual health. 5. Changes in urinary function. After climax, some men experience urgency, a weak stream, or dribbling, especially if they have an enlarged prostate. 6. Enhanced circulation. Heart rate and blood flow increase during climax, which benefits cardiovascular health, though those with blood pressure issues should take caution. So remember, masturbation isn't the issue. It's how you approach it in a way that suits your body. And if you notice anything unusual after climaxing, don't hesitate to consult a doctor. What did you take away from today's video? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experience. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss more valuable tips on healthy aging. And if you have friends or loved ones who are in this stage of life, share this video with them. They might find it just as helpful. Always remember, your health is your greatest asset. Take care of it daily, and always listen to what your body is trying to tell you.